Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Feeds the Beast. Episode 2, finally. Today, today we are going to work on rectifying some of our material shortages, namely being wood. Wood's a very important resource, not only for the wood building materials, and it also forms like components for other crafting recipes. I can make coal out of it, which is useful for some things. All in all, well, charcoal. All in all, and the saplings are also useful for energy production via biomass and biofuel. We're going to get on that today, maybe some other things. So, let's get right to it. And there seems to be a house over here. That's a shame, isn't it? There's a house near my place. Somebody has built a house near me. We're going to have to take care of that. We're going to have to take care of it. Where's my wand? Alright. Let's go have a look at this house. Somebody has so ignorantly built near me. I love this ice. You jump around so fast. The Mordry family business. This can't be good. Oh, it even has a doorbell. What do we got here? Hello, I am Lawyer Golem working for Demordry. It has come to my attention that you tried to slander our name on the internet, telling people we are mere cavemen. I wasn't trying. I actually did. I just flat out said it. And I said noob, not caveman. For one piece of iridium, we shall refuse to commence any lawsuits. You could drop it right here. Oh, I could drop it right here, and the golem will grab it. I see, huh? Oh. Well, Demordry, it's a shame that you had to build this house out of flammable materials. But I'll take the golem. I'll take that. And I'll take this chest. I'll take this. Because they're useful. I'll take the note block too. I even take these books. I'll take what I need out here. It's nice of you to drop this stuff by for me. But you should know better. See, this is why I said new, because you built it at the raw material. See, this I could just get rid of in such a fashion as I am now doing. Of course, the stone won't burn, but we'll take care of that. This is what I think of your lawsuit. The iridium is mine. It's a shame, really. Oh, now I'm on fire. That's a shame. Let's get in this water. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Lawsuits. Looks pretty, though. It's a beacon at night. Well, it's the middle of the day, obviously, but if it were night, it would be a beacon. Thanks for the golem, though. I appreciate it. I'll put my wand back in there. Thank you for all the free materials. You're so kind. So kind indeed. Well, just gonna toss the rest in here. He's got a top hat and spectacles. Oh, now it's snowing. Ain't that pretty? Look at that. See, I think when we make our big fortress, having the snow in front of it is going to look so cool. Yeah, the view distance isn't so great, but oh, his house seems to be a mere shadow, a mere caveman shadow of what it formerly was. That's terrible. Looks like there's a torch. Anyways, let's move on. This really puts a damper in my plans. I'll be back after it stops snowing, and then we'll commence with Steve's carts. It is now not snowing, and we can proceed with our let's play. Let's proceed. As I was mentioning, we're going to be rectifying some resource shortages, namely wood, and we're going to be using Steve's carts. A lot of people used to like to use forestry, and forestry is really cool. Don't get me wrong, but I want to try to do something different, and I like the modular nature of Steve's carts. It's a very, I think, underrated mod. It's pretty cool. You can do so many cool things with the carts. But before we get to that, I just wanted to say to my noobish friend who decided to try to sue me, I have captured your golem lawyer. Yeah, he's in there. He is now my prisoner. Your lawyer golem, he's not going to be suing anybody. Look at him with his little spectacles and hat. Yeah, he ain't going to be taking nothing. He is now my prisoner. Forever. Oh, what's wrong, little golem? Are you looking forward to pressing some lawsuits? I apologize that you cannot do such a thing. Anyways, let's move on. So Steve's carts is pretty cool. What you do in Steve Cart, you actually build carts. You start with a various cart. You know, I'm not going to go into the complete detail. You could do like a wooden hull, standard hull, or another one's a little bit more complicated. And each one gives you a certain amount of capacity, how much complexity it can hold up to. Of course, the more complex the cart, the longer it takes to assemble, which is this total time over here. And of course, you could have different things you could attach to it. You got engines, you got tools, you got attachments, storage, add-ons. You could do a variety of things. What we're going to be doing is using it for tree cutting, but you could use one for planting, crops and harvesting. You could do one that's like a turret. You can actually play like a mob turret on top of it, and it'll shoot up monsters nearby as long as it has a monster detector, add-on. You can do storage. You can make it dig tunnels, make bridges, all kind of cool stuff. So they are definitely cool. What we're going to be using is solar panel, which is going to be its primary energy input, allowing it to take advantage of bright sunny days, which is the reason I wanted to wait for the snow to go away, because it pretty much ruined my presentation. As a backup, in case it gets blocked or it's snowing or whatever, it'll have a coal engine. So if its solar engine runs out of power, maybe gets trapped under a bunch of trees and loses all its energy, maybe it's snowing, maybe it's nighttime. Being a server, I can't just sleep away the night all the time. So yeah, having a backup is definitely a good thing. And coal engines are easy to make. And you can see the modular cost. That's basically the capacity. And you can't have more than a total, like I have a total of 107. So you gotta be careful. And of course, I think it's the reinforced cart or something that has actually 500 capacity. But pretty hard to reach that cap. Our tool, of course, is wooden cutter. Modular cost of 34. We have attachment of fertilizer, which isn't necessary to make the trees grow. Basically, it helps them grow faster. Due to our skeleton farm, we have plenty of bones, so I figured I'd just throw that on there to help out. And of course, for storage, we got side chests and internal storage. So we're going to click assemble, and it will take time. As you can see, its progress is slowly going up, and it's got time left. And of course, you need coal to fuel this, and it'll take 20 minutes. So we're not going to sit here staring at it for 20 minutes. Let's get the rail system up, and do I have any rails? I guess I know I have rails. I just don't have them in there. Of course, we're going to need this detector rail. Detector rail is where it's going to stop and drop off its resources. Should you please? Let's put it here. Now, the great thing about Steve's carts is you can pretty much make the farm as big or small as you like. It depends on how much rails you put down, how long you make it, whatever. It'll put, in the case of our tree farm, a sapling on each side, skip a space, sapling on either side, and so on and so forth. So you're not going to want to put tracks like within 2 of each other, because if it can't put, you're just wasting space. Only one sapling can go here. Grab it. Not an easy to break item. Is it axe? No. I really don't need this other one anyway, but whatever. So what we're going to do, we're just going to make it simple. So it doesn't have to be huge, because they're quite effective. Very effective. So we're just going to run on down here. Yeah, it could automatically... Oop. And it doesn't need to go any more than that because of this. I can always replace it if I find it's in the way. I can always put dirt. And this way, it'll be plenty of space between them, so they grow. Just to make sure, I don't know if it space effect. You know, like birch trees need to be 2 spaces apart. I don't know if the trees growing here will be affected by space constraints. I don't think so, but it never hurts to be. In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't. But still, it doesn't hurt to have some space. I have plenty of rails, so why not? And you can make the rail system as complicated. You can make it all kind of winding roads if that's what you prefer. Maybe you have a building that you want like a misshaped building. You want this to circular around. You can do curve. It doesn't matter. The thing will intelligently place stuff. It will. I mean, it'll intelligently place the trees either way. So you don't have to really think too much about it. It really is quite an amazing mod. So we got our system. This is where it'll drop off its goods. Well, it can't just drop it off into midair. It has to have a system to do such a thing. And it's going to need a cargo manager. This is what it's going to be. The cargo manager basically manages the cargo of the train, the cart, every time it goes by. So this will be what's taking stuff in it and actually could put stuff in it. Maybe you have like a chest stored with coal in it. That just automatically, and the distributor, it helps you. It's about face. Each face of the cargo manager has a color. The distributor helps you, mess with that and determine what's going to take what and which side's going to take what. Of course, we're going to need a redstone engine to pump stuff out of there. Redstone wooden pipe. Got some barrels. How's our thing doing? It is doing. I'm going to put some more charcoal in there. We are doing good. Doing right. So like I said, the first thing I want to plop down is a cargo manager. Plop. And it really makes a difference to note the colors of the sides. So the red side is going to be the side interacting with the cart, and the green side is probably going to be the side we're going to pump out of. So we got to put. I think you just put this below. I'm not completely 100% on how this works, but I'm pretty sure. All right, so we go in here. So currently everything is outputting to these various colors, and our red side is where the cart's coming from. Change the color. Two side is red. Red's going to be going to the manager, so we have to change these arrows. I think you just put storage. Yeah, storage slots. I want to go to the manager. Now, from the manager on the green side, which we want to change our color to green. You don't have to have it this way, it just has more inventory in here. It gets pumped out either way, so it doesn't matter. Oops, I'm not doing the right thing. Color, duh. And we're going to pump to... What? I guess we just do this from the manager? Each side has its own slots. Colors, there we go. Colors. I'm just going to do it storage for now. And hopefully that works as planned. Hopefully. Okay, give me this. Okay, so we need to put our... This is a... Okay, wooden transport pipe. It connects to the inventory because it's green. So outputs on the green side. That's the green side, and this tells you it can attach to the green side. So if this wasn't set up correctly, this wouldn't attach at all. Let's see. Let's get our redstone engine down there. As you know, wooden pipes need redstone engine to pump out of. And of course, we're going to need a redstone signal, which we could actually put below the engine just to make it look a little prettier, even though it doesn't really matter. The whole situation we have there is completely temporary. So it is pumping out. Let's throw something in the green side and make sure it's pumping out. Yep, there comes the dirt. Okay, now we gotta put our barrels. Hopefully this stuff will go automatically in the barrels if the... I don't think you need any fancy piping to put in the barrels. I think they just won't accept what won't go into them once there's something already into them. So that should work. Now we just gotta wait for our cart system, or for our cart to be done. How are we doing on this? Oh, it's over here. Duh. 13 minutes, and it uses quite a bit of coal. It doesn't accept coal coke. I tried that already. Yeah, we're going right along. So one thing this system will bring us, and you can switch out the trees. I think it only accepts the 4 main types of trees from vanilla Minecraft. It won't accept rubber trees that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So you could switch it out at any time to get you any kind of tree you need, and it'll just keep farming them until you stop it, basically. Because the power system we have set up in the carts, which were not that expensive to make, really will keep this going perpetually. Why is there this over here? There's a cobble thing over there. Anyways, it'll just keep going until either the solar engine gets run out of energy and it runs out of coal. Should that happen, that's the only time it'll really stop, or if we stop it. So it's very efficient, actually way more efficient than forestry, because Minecraft jewels you have to produce at some level, and if you're starting off, getting a really good production of Minecraft jewels can be quite difficult. Most of you'd be stuck to using engines like that use coal, probably a hobbyist steam engine or something like that, to actually power your forestry farms. So, and even after you get something, you're still costing stuff. But for now, this thing will run pretty much on its own. It'll keep growing trees and planting them. It'll collect its saplings, and so you don't have to worry about refueling its sapling reserves. Pretty awesome system. And of course, the saplings, other than wood, the saplings we'll be able to make biomass out of, and maybe biofuel if we decide to go that route. And that'll be a good source of renewable fuel for all our quarry needs, and filling up redstone energy cubes, as I call them. I don't think that's the real name. Let's see if we can find red. Where is it? No, this is Icorium. Redstone energy cells. Yeah, those are awesome. Especially we're going to be using a lot of quarries that dig out our big holes so our fortress can float over. Redstone energy cells are irreplaceable for mobile energy needs. So definitely going to need a good bit of Minecraft jewel production so we can fill these up within reasonable time. So that's one of our main concerns going forward right now, is to make sure we have energy production. And of course I have some for industrial craft, which can also produce jewels with the electric engines. But that's further down the line. We're not worried about that yet. Really want to make sure we have all the wood we need to make basic good renewable fuel, because oil is not renewable. Well, actually, I don't think we have extra bees on the Mindcrack pack. That is a shame, because there are bees that can actually produce oil. Oh, we do. We do have. So yeah, we could eventually work up the bees, oily bees, to produce oil. So that's cool. So anyways, I'll be back when the cart is done, and we'll get to it. I'll see you then. And we are almost done. We are counting down. Now, a thing to note is some of these carts, the very complex ones with a lot of add-ons, attachments, and such, can take up to several hours of time to complete. So, if you're in a multiplayer world, if you're allowed, use chunk loaders. If you're in a single-player world, well, you're just going to have to leave your game loaded. Maybe while you go to work, or while you sleep, or something. But they could take quite a while. We got our modular cart. Pretty awesome indeed. Let's go over there and use it. First, we're going to need some saplings for it to plant. It doesn't really need a lot, but I got some. Here's a single sapling. Now set up my pipes. I put some blockers in there for now. So all we really have to do is put it on the track at some location. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't need powered rails. It goes on its own power. See? Look at that. And now I want to turn it off real quick. Oh, and it just drove away from me. Yeah, stop. Okay, stop. So I could, so we could get this discussed. Okay. So as you notice there, I put it disabled. And of course you got the engine, which this is for the coal, and the solar engine. This is for the. You got woodcutter. This is where you'll be putting your saplings. Fertilizer. That's where you'll be putting your bones, and a battle stack will fill this up. Side chest, internal chest. That'll just where all the stuff it collects will be, like the wood and the saplings, the apples, which it'll collect and it'll go in there, and then when it goes by the thing. And then, like I said, this will be coal. So what we want to do, we want solar engine. Since there's no fuel in this, I'll just put this on. This is medium priority, or low priority. That means, and if this is on high, that means it'll go for the solar engine power first, and then coal. You can do whatever you prefer. So let's go ahead and just make sure that it's on high priority, and it'll go around. See, it's planting its trees. I don't know if the snow affects where it looks like snow actually affects where it puts stuff. Interesting. Doesn't plant where the snow is. Did not know that. Something to consider in the future. If you're building one of these, snow, not good for your system at all. And since I'm in a snowy biome, that could prove problematic. I could just build a cover to this if I really want to, but I'll do that off camera. Just trying to make sure. Don't want to break the ground. But it does do a pretty good job of planting stuff on its own. When there's nothing to block it, of course. And see, one of the trees grew already, and I didn't even put fertilizer in it. Of course, this is oak trees. Oak trees are known to grow pretty quickly. Get rid of these snowballs. I want to get some fertilizer put in there because I have some stored up just for this occasion. I really love the Steve's carts though. It is so amazing. It runs so easily. It's so efficient. And look at this. Nice every row. Even on the corners. Even though I manually made this, I didn't conform to any sizing plan. There is no sizing plan. You basically put the tracks wherever you want. Like I said, it's not like iron tanks or railcraft. You have to make them so much size for them to work. No, with this, it'll go, and see how they all nicely meet up. They just meet up, and it just automatically does this where it'll space them out perfectly. I didn't realize I put that many. Yeah, see, perfect on every corner. Now it stops there. It cut down that tree, and you see all the stuff's going in there. I forgot that there was going to be apples. Let's see how it runs. I guess a golden pipe would have mattered, but really they go to their destinations anyway. So the apple's going to go into one, and hopefully everything should be good. I hope stuff doesn't plop all over the ground. That's always a potential problem. Otherwise, yep, they're gonna plop all over the ground. Okay, that's unfortunate. Just shoot things out all over the place. That's okay. We know how to deal with that. We have the means to deal. We'll just use a chest until I could get myself some pneumatic tubes going. Everything else went nicely, but yeah. That'll have to do for now, and then I'll just manually place stuff in there as it fills up. Oops! You know, stuff sometimes doesn't work the way you plan. Pneumatic tubes, I'll just have to make. They're smart about placing stuff, so yeah, I'll just have to use those instead. See, I got some wood. I got a snowball. I really don't need these snowballs. Wish my inventory just auto-cleared. That would just suit me just fine. Of course, we could use wood to make coal coke, or creosote oil, rather. You need actual coal to make it. It's cutting down this tree or doing something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing, apparently. Let's give you some coal, see it'll fill it up. A stack of this will pretty much fill it up. And then you can put another stack in here as reserves. What is this thing doing? Did it turn around? Just seems to have stopped. Odd. It seems to have just stopped for... No, I don't want to use this fuel. That's what I want to use. Okay. I think I wasted my bone meal, but I really don't care. I can get plenty of it. Okay, it's on its way. For some reason, it had stopped. It's out of power. Oh, that's why I saw, because it's out of power. Okay. Duh, Trekkie. Duh. Do we have any? Let's take this. See, this is why you need a backup engine, because nighttime on a server will definitely play its toll. See, it should work now. See, there we got some. See, there it goes. You can see the coal engine firing up. It's starting to do its number on. It's not doing anything on the tree, but oh yeah, it is. It just takes a bit. There it goes. Clears all the leaves for you, gathers the saplings, all the stuff. How can you not love it? Yeah, it wasn't bugged, it was just out of power. Go figure, right? And everything will flow into here. We're going to need more coal, of course. But yeah, that's Steve's cart. And like I said, they could do all kind of cool things. You can make a farm for just about everything. It's pretty smart. You can make one that shoots monsters. You can make one that's invisible. You can make one that has like a chair on it. You could ride it around for whatever needs you may need it for. Really cool. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do this. Because I have battery storage. I don't need to do that. It does use up quite a bit of coal, though. Yeah, see, it's almost out of that one piece of coal already. So, not so efficient on the coal, which is why I use a combination. So not completely fuel efficient, but you'll be getting so many logs from this thing that you could just burn up a stack or two of charcoal, no problem. Which like I said, it pretty much fuels itself without any need. It cuts down the leaves from quite an area. I love this thing. Yeah, 28 wood, not so bad. So now we have ourselves a wood farm. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to worry about refueling or what power is getting used with Minecraft Joules. It'll run by itself. And of course, while I'm not online, I'll turn it off, because you gotta have some courtesy to your fellow players, especially in mods like Feed the Beast, where stuff can generate so much lag. You know, it's not really fair to be offline generating lag while everybody else is trying to play. And they have so much block lag that they can't do anything. That's not fair. And it's out of power again, so it's not going to do anything. But such is life. And property of Cuddles. That damn rabbit. Sorry, rabbit. Experience systems are for me. I don't know what he was thinking. Let's enchant something. Amongst my array of random shit all over the place. Luckily I have plenty of books. And all my moo-moos. The thing I hate about being in a snowy biome is all this damn snow cover. And that's what I'm going to do. I didn't even think about that before. I'll just lower them one so they don't get in the way. There we go. Let's put a book in here. Let's see what we get. We got Soul Stealer 3. Not necessarily that great. I mean, good for getting souls. Don't get me wrong, good for getting souls, but really not useful in our current situation. Our current situation being that our world doesn't have many monsters in it. It is on, I think, either medium or easy. I forget what difficulty play, but whatever it is, I mean, I could pretty much go out here and AFK and never worry about having to get hit by a mob. That's just too much. What is going on up here? It's like a fireworks show. Did you see that? There's wisps everywhere. Holy hell. And unloaded spots. Holy shit, look at all these wisps. They just keep coming. There's 5 of them. There's 6 of them. It's got to be it's a corrupt node up there. I don't have any arrows on me. That's unfortunate. I'm leaving. I have a skeleton farm with no arrows. That's figures. I probably put them all in the chest. Ooh, I hate wisps. Hate them. It's enough that they had to bother me in my single player. Now they're here, bother me in my multiplayer. Look at that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Do we have any coal over here? Get this thing running again. Like I said, the coal usage is not... I wonder if it runs on blaze rods. I bet you that would be efficient. Need to get ourselves a blaze rod system up. We'll check that out. Actually, I think I have a blaze rod. Let's do some quick testing. Sprint, asshole. I know I have a blaze rod. I meant amongst all this. Yes, I have a... Let's just use one. Because if you use blaze rod, that's much better than coal. Should burn pretty good. And I actually have a tier 5 blaze shard. Let's put this in here. Oh, yes. Look at all that. And now it's going that way. It just can't make up its mind. Is that wisp? Is that wisp? Arm me. Actually, I only needed one. I forgot about that. I can't even see my pointer. I'm a terrible shot with the bow. Oh, you on fire. Did it die? I don't see it anymore. Yep, there's the experience. I got it. I'll take that and I'll take this experience. Not that I really need it. Sun coming up on another beautiful, brisk, cool, snowy morning. I love the cold. I do. In real life, I'm a cold person through and through. Love it. I grew up in Pennsylvania. Anybody who's been to Pennsylvania know they have some pretty cool winters. I remember when I was a kid, lived in an apartment complex, and when it snowed, the bulldozers would come and push the snow up into one end of the parking lot, and it'd just be this like 2 or 3 story high mountain of snow. And we used to build tunnels in it. Oh man, those were the days. I love the cold. A lot of people don't, but I do. See, now its solar engine is getting some power, so now it's running off its solar engine because it's a higher priority. Definitely don't want to waste any more coal or blaze rods or whatever that we have to. Not that we don't really have as much as we could ever want. And of course, the stuff's getting pumped out through here pretty good. May not seem like a lot right now, but if you're doing other stuff and you let it run for a while, you're gonna have plenty of wood products. And I overall think it's just easier to deal with this than forestry farms, especially off the get-go. This stuff is really not that expensive to make. Yeah, some iron, about 5 diamonds for the wood cutting drill. And of course, with railcraft, you're going to need to make rails, but I had a mine shaft nearby, so I just borrowed a few. Of course, the problem is there's a lot of block updates as this thing drives along and plants and cuts down, so it can be a little bit laggy. Like I said, when I'm not online, I'll be cutting it off. So next we need to really worry about getting some, now that we have some saplings coming in, we're going to need to consider getting, what is it that does the sapling? Squeezer, fermenter, or I think it's a fermenter. I can't be sure. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I apologize. Maybe a centrifuge. I don't know. It's something that we can be sure. I'll figure it out between now and the next episode because I need to let it, get some trees and saplings. Of course, the cart itself will want to fill up on saplings before it dumps any into the chest. As you can see, it's starting to fill up. It'll fill all these 3 slots, and then the extras will go in here, and then it'll dump in the chest. Ooh, a big tree. No problem. It'll cut it down, no matter how big it is. The jungle woods, like you would think, it doesn't grow huge trees. It just grows like the single 1x1 trees. Still gets a ton of wood. By the time we're done with this, we're going to have tons and tons. I don't think it works with Thaumcraft trees, but given the low rate of Thaumcraft sapling production, I doubt it would matter. Probably doesn't work with the Great Woods either. I don't think it works with any kind of mod tree, to be honest. Because I know for a fact it doesn't work with rubber. I've tried it. And forestry tree-bred trees, like the ones you breed with the special properties, don't think it works with that either. Although, given the fact that maybe if you got like a bunch of saplings of a very awesome type, it'd be cool, but I don't think it works. I can't be certain on that. I can't be certain. I've never tried it. Maybe something for us to try in the future. But for now, we've did what we've accomplished. Set out to accomplish this episode. I know it isn't much, but in the beginning, it's never going to be much. We really are just trying to ramp up piece by piece until we get to the point where we need to go. We can start just trucking on. Same thing with my single player. Kind of start off slow, but once you start getting things rolling, then it gets rolling really good. But I hope y'all enjoyed this thing with Steve Karts. Like I said, definitely try it out because Steve's Karts is amazing. It's a really, really cool mod. I don't think it gets the appreciation that it really deserves. So easy to work with too. Like making the modules for that stuff. Let me get out of here. Usually they're found on the bottom of the list. You can see them here, like this wooden hull, reinforced hull, stream melter. That's probably like a furnace. It'll probably cook your stuff for you if it's digging for you, if you're doing a digging system. Like a chunk loader you could add on to it if you so wished. A note sequencer could probably play music, I guess. You can make it colors. You can get drills for it, the drill mines through stuff. So many different things, and all you really have to do is you just click and you make the stuff that it needs, and that's it. You got your stuff. Advanced control system. And like the woodcutter, just a bunch of diamond saw blades. Not terribly difficult to make. No really advanced machines needed to create the stuff. Just a workbench, and of course the the cart assembler build, which is not expensive at either. So I definitely suggest y'all check out this mod. Really cool. This episode isn't a mod spotlight. It's just we need to get trees, and I hate having to cut them down. And like I said, Minecraft Jewels at the beginning, tough to really, especially with coal. I had like no coal at all. So yeah, this is a good way to get some charcoal, get some wood, saplings for our biomass production. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'll see y'all next time on Feed the Beast.